Welcome to Keep On Mining, where I need to mine the entire world, getting overpowered upgrades and destroying the YouTube bitrate to get 100%. I guess we just hover over, yeah, and we get resources. Now my guess would be to hover over the golden rocks. It looks like they give us 3 when these regular rocks give us 1. And I'm being a bit stupid here. I'm not hovering over multiple rocks. For a good portion of that, it was only 1. But there we go. That is our first achievement. Mine a rock. Yeah, that was a pretty difficult one. I don't know how we got it, but we did. So we gathered 16 and crafted 6 bars. Let's have a look at our skill tree and see what we can get. So more rocks spawn at the beginning of a session. And let's just keep on mining. Oh, this is so much better. There's already so many more rocks just in an area. But I do need to try and focus on these like sort of gilded rocks, I'm going to call them. Just any rocks that have more gold than nothing. But 23 gathered there. We crafted 8 bars. Oh, but there we go. That is a level up and another achievement. I don't know what level ups are. But there we go. Another achievement, 1 level up. And we managed to get 11 bars crafted in that single run. So let's head to upgrades then. So every time we level up, we get a talent point and we can choose a talent. So we can reveal and we can just check if any of these are going to be worth increasing the durability of the rocks. So 0.4% chance to turn into a hammer to insta mine and get double ores, which is nice, but 0.4 isn't a lot. Reduce all upgrades by 7%. At the start of a session, there's a 50% chance to spawn a golden chest that contains 50 random ores. The gilded chest is really like screaming out to me, but this is going to help us the whole way through. I'm going to go for the chest. The chest just sounds way cooler. And there we go. That's another achievement. Pick a card, any card, choose 1 talent card. Considering all of these are like 2% or less, I think I just want to max out the amount of rocks we start with. And let's just get an increased chance for the gold chunk rocks, which did unlock quite a few more upgrades. Increase the value. That one is going to be huge. And do we get that 50% chest? We sadly didn't, but not much we can do about that. There's already so many more rocks around. So hopefully we can get a decent amount of gold here. I should have gone for the gilded ones. Yeah, so we only managed to do 8. So let's do another run until we get a chest. There we go, a chest straight away. So this is just going to send us up to 50 ores. It's going to mean a minimum of like, what, 15 bars every time? That one gave us 26. So let's head back to the upgrades then. We can't afford ore value yet, but I think what I want to do is let's just max out the chance of more gold rocks. That was only like a 2% increase, but let's also get 5 more rocks at the start of a session. Oh wait, what's this here? This one's got a little pouch in it. Okay, we'll definitely grab that up quick. Okay, the pouch is just sitting up in the top corner. I don't know what that does. Sadly though, no chest really does make a difference. Okay, we got an artifact, and that's another achievement. Hidden inside a rock, find an artifact. So we got the sack of gold. We still managed to get 10 bars, which is not too bad. Up here in the top, we have artifacts. So every 25 mined ore will be worth double. So let's head back in. Give me that chest. There it is. We'll mine it together with this gold. And that's just instantly 55. It's just such easy money. But another chest, another level up. This is already shaping up to be a pretty good run. And out of time, but another 28 bars. And there we go, another achievement. Craft 100 bars. We're already almost 25% of the way through the achievements. It hasn't even been 10 minutes yet. Let's just quickly max out. So we're now up to 65 rocks spawning. I think I want to get a couple levels here of this increased XP so we can level up and get talents quicker. Oh, but this one now costs 2 because we're level 2. But that makes me even more glad that I got that upgrade for more XP. And what is our luck? We have another chest. Getting this like really good spawn rate on chests. Like I know it's 50%, so we're probably going to have like 10 runs in a row later that we don't get any chests. But for the moment, it is beautiful. But there we go. That was another level up, which means we can get a talent. So we have a D100 at the end of a session. If I hit 110 or 100, all ores are multiplied by 5 times. At the start of the session, 20% chance to turn gold. And this causes each pickaxe hit to have a 25% chance to spawn an ore. We're not even going through all the ores, so for now I think I'm just going to get the D100. The hammer time at 0.4% chance is just too low. Might not be the right choice, but it's the one I've got, so that sucks. Let's just max out more XP. And I might just get a couple of upgrades to the mining area. So we are now 6% bigger. And I just want to see, is that actually like a noticeable difference? You know what? It's not that bad. I feel like 6% we can now very easily hit bigger areas. I do need to focus though on getting these big chunks of rocks. Because I look away for a second and I sort of just start mining things that are close, and then we only get 11, which isn't enough for anything. I'm just going to keep doing runs until we have 100 total bars, I think. And there we go. Oh my god, right at the end, we actually managed to hit the 1 and multiplied our ores. I just did not expect that to happen. But 225 bars now. That is insane. That's up to 200%, up to 300%. So we have ore value again, but it's an ore that we don't have. I was noticing though that the rock durability is just extremely high, and we were really struggling with that. So even though we're pretty close on getting another talent level, I don't really want that yet. But honestly, I think I'm just going to max out the mining area. So it's 10% bigger now. 37 bars crafted on a run without a chest is just so good. Oh, there's a skull in here. That has to be another artifact. Yes, it is. Oh, that's going to be so huge. I don't know what it's going to do. There we go. Another 117. And the artifact found warrior skull and another achievement. Ores, collect 1,000 ores. We are just getting achievements like crazy. Let's improve all pickaxe stats. It is now 10% better. And we did unlock the anvil. Here you can craft new pickaxes. Yes. We definitely needed that. Mr. Rusty was not cutting it. So if we craft this, it costs 65 ingots. But how many pickaxes are there? Yeah, there's quite a few. But the warrior's skull, 10 more rocks spawn at the beginning of a session. Let's just get more mining time. Take that up to 20 seconds. An extra 5 seconds can make a decent difference to our income per run. Give me a chest. Oh, right off the bat. And is it just me or is the map bigger than it was before? Maybe I'm just hallucinating. There we go. We ended that with 261, which is 87 bars in a single run, which is enough to head to the anvil. And let's craft up our next pickaxe. Sir Goldie for another achievement. First, we mine, craft a pickaxe. The mining power is actually significantly better from 2.74 to 3.18. Oh, and we do have another chest. That is so good. And I think we are mining now in 1 hit less than we were before. Oh my god, wait, I just noticed up at the top, we do have another artifact. Fossilized bone, of course. The fossilized bone improves all pickaxe stats by 4%. That's just beautiful. So we're now up to a 12% chance for when a rock is mined to spawn another one. That's decent. And let's just get 2 levels of more rocks spawning at the beginning. So 89 rocks, which should be 99. No, actually, it's probably still 89. That probably includes the extra 10 we get from the warrior's skull. But we're doing good now. That's another level up, which should be enough if I'm not mistaken to get that new talent point. But 258 for 86 bars. Even without a chest, we're making good money. Let's do a couple more runs just so we can bring in a bit of income and get a whole bunch of upgrades. Another 73 bars. So let's head back to the upgrades. What's this? Chance to double the values of ores and XP. That's not bad. Let's actually just max that out. Spawn a rock every 1.3 seconds. Yeah, let's just get that because it's a one-off upgrade. Oh, mine a random rock every second? That's actually kind of nice. It just does it for us. Receive 1 extra talent point per 5 levels. Let's just max out the total rock spawn count. So 103 now. We're sort of getting to the point where a lot of these upgrades are starting to cost a new material. More full spawn chance. So let's do another couple of runs. There shouldn't be many changes to our abilities here. Still taking the same amount of hits to break rocks. I don't even know what we upgraded, really. I think we just increased the amount of rocks that like spawn on the map. Should be fine. I would like a chest. There we go. Finally. I feel like it's been forever since we actually got a chest. And there we go. Another 96. So let's head to the upgrades with our 343 gold. I wanted to max out more full gold rocks. This is cheap. So let's just max that out. Oh, wait, that unlocked copper rocks. That has to be our new ore. Yes, there we go. Another achievement. Copper, unlock copper rocks. So I think copper was what we needed. Perfect. And we also unlocked the mine. And we have a 5% chance here to mine copper and a 95% chance to mine gold. So it costs 500. So I might just mine a whole bunch until we unlock it. And look at this. We've already got full coppers spawning in. Oh, and they don't take more hits than gold. That's just beautiful. That's actually made me so happy. So now I'm wondering, does the chest give me 50 copper and 50 gold? I'm interested. But that's already 100 bars so far. Let's start off just with the chest if we can. Okay, we got a bit of copper too. But it gives me... That looked like 50 of each. One thing I'm absolutely loving is just how many rocks there are around. Like, look how many ores we can mine at once. It just makes it feel so much better. Like, even now, a small increase to our pickaxe area is going to do so much. Yeah, there we go. 536 bars. So let's head to the upgrade. Copper's not going to get us much, so let's just increase the chance for the copper chunk. Let's head to the mine and unlock it. For another achievement, the mine. Purchase the mine. So it does take a while, 15 seconds, for us to get how much? Was that 6? We got 2 bars. But I think it's tripled because of our skill tree talent. But I think before we do that, I want to just focus mainly on working through these upgrades here for the gold. And then we'll head over to getting just a couple of upgrades on the mine here and there. So I didn't really get many upgrades from that. So what I'm going to do is just a few more runs and we'll see how much we can get up to. And there we go. I think that was 4 runs later, up to 576 and 175. But let's get a 3% chance to double our pickaxe power. Chance to instantly mine a rock. Let's get that up to 2%. And you know what? Let's just max out our ore value up to 500%. I don't know why I haven't done that already. And it doesn't say anything specifically about gold ore, so it might actually just work for everything. And let's reveal a talent card. We might get something good. I honestly think I want to reduce the price of all upgrades by 7%. When you look at the big upgrades, like this one used to cost 6,000. It's down by 420. Like, we're going to start saving so much gold, so much copper. It's definitely going to be worth having that nice and early on. I think we may as well just get this more talent points to receive 1 extra talent point every 5 levels. I don't see any downside to that. Let's try and max out the XP we get from rocks. And we can also get mine random rocks. So every time we hit, we have a 1% chance to mine a random rock. I just saw it. It doesn't fully break, but it looks like it does more damage than our actual pickaxe. So that's decent. It'll add a bit of help, especially if we get some upgrades to it in the future. Let's max out the chance to instantly mine a rock. We can increase all pickaxe stats. Let's get a level of that. But yes, there we go. There's another chest. These chests honestly do so much for the run. They just start us off with such a big increase to our value. And there is something that I haven't checked in a while, and now thinking about it, I feel a bit stupid. Can we get another pickaxe? It costs 140 copper. You know, I think we're just going to go and save for that. We'll craft up our next pickaxe, which is the Royal Pick or Royale Pick. Let's max out our copper rocks spawning there. And let's get another increase to all pickaxe stats. So there is a chance we could 3-tap, but I don't think that's going to happen. Okay, it still looks like we 5-tap, which is unfortunate. The durability on these rocks has definitely gone up. But it's fine. We're definitely mining faster. Like, I feel like I can feel the increased speed in our mining. And I don't know if that's just like me talking out of my ass, but it feels like it to me. And that's what matters. And the runs are feeling so different now with just everything that's going on. I feel like I'm breaking so many more rocks. And I don't even remember what upgrades specifically were getting me there. But I can definitely tell that this extra chance to mine a rock is doing a lot for us. So let's head to the upgrades, and I think we want to max out our increased pickaxe stats. We want to max out mine another rock, increase the spawn chance of full copper, and we can spawn a rock every 0.6 seconds. Spawning rocks a whole bunch more will just mean that we have better chances of breaking like a whole bunch of things in a row. We are kind of tearing through this level. Oh my god. Oh, we got the increased pickaxe stats. That actually must be doing so much for us. I just noticed levels are quite expensive. I don't know what they started off at, but they've increased quite a bit because I don't remember it being, you know, like 18,000 XP. 2,000. Oh my god, we hit the 100. So we got 5 times ores, 2,200 bars, and 600 copper. That opens up a lot of upgrades for us. I am tempted to get a 200% increase to ore value. And I think I might, because ore value is just going to send us so far. But this one's so nice. Ores mined from chunks goes up by 1, and ores mined from material rocks goes up by 1. I can't pass that up. How am I meant to pass that up? Oh, but we do have iron rocks, which can start spawning if we get 372 copper. Every second, a small circle has a chance to shoot in a random direction, and rocks inside will be mined. Sounds pretty cool. Let's see if that's actually useful for us. Obviously, have to start off with the chest when we see it. I am sort of just like always quickly scanning. Oh, look at the circle go. Oh, that's actually so sick. They are flying out like crazy. I am wondering, is it worth just getting an early save now to get iron rocks spawning in? Because while we don't have many upgrades, it could be a very good opportunity for us to at least just grind up a bunch of iron. And these extra mines and these circles flying out, oh, they just make it so much more fun. Like just hearing those breaking sounds in the background when I'm not even doing anything. And there we go. We hit our copper bar goal. So let's unlock iron rocks. We do have a chance to insta-mine for 14,000 iron though. Oh my god. Spawn 1 rock for every 5 rocks mined. Let's get more XP. And there we go. That is our first chunk of iron. So we're not going to get a lot, but that is completely fine by me. I'm just glad that we already have it unlocked. 124 isn't bad for one run from iron. We got 2 from that one because we hit level 15, which I think is enough for us to get talents. Oh, we were way ahead. We can actually get 2 talents. So, you know what? Let's do that first. Shapeshifter. Increase the mining area by 6%. Every session, the square will be a circle, square, or hexagon. Potion drinker. You'll drink random potion at the beginning of a session. Contains a buff that lasts the entire session. That sounds like a no-brainer. So, efficient blacksmith takes 25% less bars. Skilled miners, 10% chance to mine twice as fast. And 8% chance to mine twice as many bars. I think I'm going to go with the skilled miners. I'm hoping that this skilled miners one will be able to get us enough. I'm already regretting that decision. Let's get a chance to spawn a lightning beam. Let's increase the lightning damage. Let's add an extra second. Do we get a chance of lightning beams spawning in? Oh wait, there's an artifact. Yes, I grabbed an artifact and I didn't miss. And there was a lightning. Yeah, it doesn't seem amazing, but obviously we haven't done any upgrades for it, so there's a lot still to go. The artifact found, magic book, gain 1 extra talent point per 5 levels. Okay, I will take that. Seeing as we spent a whole talent point on the mine, I think we should upgrade it. So let's double the amount of materials that we get per time. Yeah, instant regret on that one. But with the chest here, we should get a decent amount of ores. I am very happy with the chest. I'm glad we have that. Oh wait, I just remembered the potion. All pickaxe stats are increased by 4%. So that's the red one. Let's just keep going until we figure out what all of them do. Okay, we got pickaxe stats are increased by 4% again. Oh, here we go. 2% higher chance for ores to give double XP. Oh, here we go. Rocks give 14% more XP. So the pink one is an XP buff. And the orange ores are worth 200% more. That is so good. That is just a massive buff to how many ores we're going to get. And there we go. Almost 4,000, 1,000, 1,000. We are doing pretty good. Although that was just like so many runs back to back. I'm not really surprised we made a lot. I think we definitely need to increase our chance of iron rocks because we need more iron. Let's increase the chance of gold chunk. Let's increase the XP from rocks. Get a couple of levels of more rocks spawning at the start of a session and increase our mining area. How much is the next pickaxe though? 650 copper and 400 iron. I definitely should have gotten that. So I'm just going to do a few runs until we get there. Thanks. Oh wait, there's a little ring in the rock there. That is another artifact. And we got the ore potion again. Oh my god. A royal ring was the artifact. We made a decent amount of bars in a single run. I'm going to do one more though, just so we can get the copper that we need so we can get our new pickaxe. So what does this do? 4% chance to receive double XP. I don't really care about XP right now. I feel like that's stupid of me to say. But either way, let's craft up our new pickaxe. Oh, reliable. Increase the chance for gold rocks to spawn. Chance to spawn a rock when a rock is mined. Increase the lightning damage. We're at a point where it's actually hard to get upgrades. Like before I do 2 runs and I could fully max out upgrades. But this double ore boost should help us quite a bit. I feel like it's not even worth getting lightning beam damage though. I'm going to max it just because we can max it, but I feel like it's just not that worth. Let's spawn in another rock when a rock is mined. All right, and nothing real interesting happened there, so I'm just going to do like another 5 runs until we make a whole bunch of money so I can just get a bulk bunch of upgrades. All right, and there we go. 4,000 gold bars, 600 copper, 500 iron. I think we need this auto mining. Mine a random rock every 1 second. Increase the chance of the beam to spawn up to 0.2%. Every second chance to spawn a lightning beam. Oh wait, this is a completely separate one. Also, there's red and blue lightning. Okay, so this one is chance on hit this one's chance per second. So let's get a level of that. Double lightning. And there you go. You can see already we got a bit of the blue lightning coming down. It's nothing too special, but it is just going to be extra damage. You can see there's a bunch of broken rocks just all around us already, which just makes mining that little bit easier. We can go through that little bit quicker and just make more money every single run. But I am a big fan of the lightning coming down. I feel like it's just helping us out that little bit extra. Let's also get another level here to increase the amount of ores we get from each type of rock. I think we should get more iron rocks. We need to spend our iron to make more iron, increase the value of gold by 2 levels up to 1,100. That's probably an upgrade I was missing. Oh, and now with the straight 200% ore boost, oh, we're going to be making bang from this run. It was a decent run. Oh, and I've just seen it. There is an artifact up the top here. That looks like a sort of bear paw or something. But I'm feeling stronger already. Like, I don't know what happened, but wolf claw. There we go. Increase pickaxe power by 6%. Yeah, no, that is huge. Let's increase our pickaxe stats. Increase the chance for full iron rocks to spawn in. Increase the mining area size by a little bit. So let's see how that helped us out. Obviously, 6% damage, I'm not going to notice too much. I feel like it will play its part here and there. But we are kind of tearing through, and I've definitely noticed more full iron rocks. Even with that small upgrade, like, they do make a difference. But we have a lot of bars, and that only took us 3 runs. So that is pretty good. If we head to talents, oh, yeah, we do have enough to get another talent. I think what I really want is this shapeshifter. So we get a random shape every run. And the circle is our base one, but if we get anything that's not the circle, it's a bigger area. Let's max out our ore value for now. With our iron, I do want to increase the chance for full iron to spawn. We can also increase the rock spawn chance when we mine a rock. And let's max out how many rocks spawn at the beginning. Let's max out our mining size to 120%. Mine a rock every 0.7 seconds. That did feel like a good bunch of upgrades there. The mining area does seem significantly bigger. It has just, you know, slowly increased over time, but that 6% from the talent point that we got is definitely doing work. I am a bit upset though that we just got the circle again and we didn't get anything cool and new. But that's fine because we'll keep on mining. No, this game is broken. This game is actually broken. This is like my 6th turn in a row, 5th or 6th turn in a row where I've just gotten circle. My luck can't be that bad, right? All right, well, let's head back to the upgrades because we made a lot of money. I think I want to try and get a couple levels on our lightning beam. So 40% chance every second. Let's get a 12% chance to increase our ores. Chance to spawn 1 rock when a rock is mined. Give me a different shape. Yes, we finally did it. We have a square. So my luck was just that poor. Okay, cool. Well, this feels interesting. I definitely feel like I'm covering more area, just the way that the map's shaped, because it's an isometric view of the world. Almost 4,000 bars in a single run. We did have the gold potion bonus, but still, that is a very good run. Oh, we've got the hexagon. I don't know if I'm a big fan of the hexagon, I'm not gonna lie. I do really like the square though. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I sort of just got completely mesmerized with just mining. We are up to almost 30,000 bars, 6,500 copper, 4,500 iron. It should get us a decent amount of upgrades, so I'm not too fussed. Increase the value of mined ore by 400%. And do it by 300% over here. So we can get an increase from 1,500 to 2,200. That is a 700% increase to our ore value. A chance to add a second to the timer when a rock is mined also seems quite big for us. Mine a rock every 0.4 seconds. I feel like I'm missing like a very key upgrade here that's going to help us move forward though. But the big thing I really want and need is to find another artifact. I really want this next achievement. But you can already see just how many more pickaxes are flying around the screen every time we hit a rock. And let's just save up a bit more iron so that we can get our next pickaxe. That might just be the difference maker. And there we go. That is the level up we needed for a new talent. That could make a big difference in how much damage we're able to do. Inflate burst every second. The mining area has a chance to increase by 40% for 30 seconds. That's pretty cool. We're making most of our money from there. So let's just get a chance to have a massive increase in our mining area. And while we're here, Let's just get a chance for dynamite to spawn in. Oh, and look at the increase in our mining size. That is actually so nice. I didn't expect it to proc that early. And we are occasionally just leaving dynamite behind us, which is causing just a bit of extra damage. So I am a fan of that. But 3 seconds does go very, very quick when you have that increased size. But let's craft this new one up. We have the opulax. Let's also increase our XP because I think we need to start pumping out more talents. And let's increase the dynamite range. Now, I really don't know what I'm missing though for this artifact. It is just not spawning in. Like, the chance has to be so low, and I must have just gotten so lucky to find so many early on. We absolutely decimated that run. But I need to keep going until I get this bloody artifact, man. It just has to appear eventually. That's another level up, and we got 2 for that, which is nice. This might be the dumbest decision I've ever made, but I'm going to sit here in dead silence. Unless something interesting happens, obviously. Until we get that artifact. Oh my god, wait. I didn't even know when it happened. We just started this run and I looked up the top of my screen. We have a battle axe. That is awesome. It just appeared. That is another artifact found. Warrior's axe and another achievement. Unearther. Find 7 artifacts. 2% chance to deal double pickaxe power and 1% chance to insta-mine rocks. But in that time, we did manage to get 53,000 gold, 9,400 copper, and 8,300 of our iron. Let's max out the XP we get because we kind of need more talents. Increase the value of ores there. Let's increase the value of ores there. Let's increase the lightning beam size a bit. Let's increase the dynamite damage. Let's just increase the size, I guess. Oh my god, we rolled the 10. 50,000 gold. Almost 13,000 copper and 5,700 iron. That's got to get us some good upgrades. That has to. Can we max out the ore value? That is up to 4,400%. No, it is up to 5,000%. I don't even know what it was at before. I think it was in the 2000s. That is so much more value from our ores. Let's increase the dynamite spawn chance because we had the extra iron lying around. And let's see what we get now from a single run with all that increased ore value. Now, obviously, it's not going to be like a very good indicator because there is a lot of luck that falls into every run. We're getting a lot more ores. I think that is pretty visible there. And I feel like we can move through things a lot quicker now. Get a lot more breaks going on too. And that's another level up. Oh, please be enough for another talent. I could definitely use another talent. Oh, we're 1 away. Okay, that's fine. 1 level shouldn't be too hard to get. Mining area will increase and decrease in size. Plus 10%, minus 5. Fine, we'll get that. We'll use our copper to increase the lightning spawn chance to 90%. It does 3 times our pickaxe power. And let's get electricity sparks. Every lightning beam has a chance to spawn sparks. And I can't really tell if they're doing more damage. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh my god, that is so overpowered. But I feel like the map is a lot more cleared out than it was the last few runs. Oh my god, and we hit the 1 on the D100. 73,000 gold, 18,000 copper, and 14,000 iron. Our luck on that has been crazy good. I can't complain. Let's max that out so it is now 100% chance to spawn every second. We can max out the size though to 175%. Let's just max out the dynamite explosion size, whatever. Let's just get more rocks at the start. Oh, and there it is, cobalt rocks. We've now unlocked our new ore. Thank God, because I felt like we were hitting a bit of a wall there. But over at the mine, we can drop the time all the way down to about 7 seconds. That was almost like 1,000 just from the mine. So now we have our cobalt rocks. They're like slightly darker silver. Hopefully we can still make a lot of money from them. Even though there's not too many spawning around, it still should be a very good chance. And we should get a level up here. No, we're just gonna fall short. But already 2,000 cobalt from a single run is nuts. I'm just going to do one more so we can get our level up though. Oh wait, and I didn't even notice, but we found another artifact, ancient dice. Spawn 1 rock every 0.7 seconds. Yeah, that's a nice little buff. It's nothing crazy. Let's just max out the rock spawn chance with our cobalt. Let's also max out the chance to mine a random rock. Actually, how much does the next one cost? 3,000 cobalt isn't that expensive. That's actually not too bad. And I really don't want to get pickaxe lightning. You know what? I'll get it. It might... Oh, here we go. Every lightning beam has a 1% chance pretty much to add a second to the timer. But let's reveal our new talents. Oh my god, this talent is absolutely insane. I don't even need to read the rest. At the beginning of a session, drink all your potions. Let's just jump in with all our potions and 25 seconds on the clock. We should just be making a lot more money now every single run. A lot more XP. Yeah. This seems good to me. This seems very, very good to me. Another level up too, because why not? Oh my god, 26,000 gold, 5,000 copper, 5,000 iron. I really did jump the gun there, but 2,700 cobalt. I'm just going to do a few more runs here. Yeah, this game's just gotten insane so quickly. So let's head to the upgrades. I do think I just want to get a couple. Oh, let's max out more cobalt rocks. We need more cobalt because a lot of upgrades stem from that, and it's a very, very good one to have. Let's increase the amount of XP. Let's increase the pickaxe lightning chance. And already we are broke. Like, that was 3 good runs and we still can't afford anything. We can't do much except keep on mining. Oh my god, I said the name of the game. Just look at how many rocks we're destroying. We're not really doing too much except just wiggling our mouse around. And it's just constant damage. Like those upgrades that I was saying, oh, they're not that good. Just instantly become good. Oh, and we got another artifact. That is awesome. The ox horn. What does that do for us? Reduces durability of rocks by 3%. Let's increase the chance for full cobalt rocks. Let's increase the amount of XP we get. I would love something that increases the amount of ores we get, but you know, that's a hopeful dream. What I really should be getting though is the next pickaxe. Doesn't that only cost 3,000 cobalt? All right, there we go. I think that should be enough. We have a good stockpile. Head to the anvil. Can we? Oh, we can just skip. Yeah, let's just skip. So we now have the dagger pick. Let's get 2 more seconds. Increase the mining area size. More XP from rocks. More XP from rocks. And I feel like we are starting to fill this out pretty well. The extra time definitely does make a difference though, because I feel like I'm at a point now where it's hard to find big clumps of ores that are actually worth my time to mine. And yeah, you know, that's a good amount of ores all around. And I'm not really noticing much about the fluctuation in size. Like, you can see it happening, but it's not like a crazy increase or crazy reduction. Every rock has a chance to be replaced with a treasure chest that contains 25 random ores. That's okay, I guess. I kind of just want the efficient blacksmith. It's probably not the best thing to get. Everything is just a little bit cheaper now. I hate when I like do that and I just instantly regret what I've purchased, but it's okay. Let's get an increase to how many ores we get. Increase the copper chance. Increase the full gold rock spawn chance. Oh my god, and that unlocked a new ore, uranium. That actually didn't take us long to get at all. We can also get a chance to instantly mine. I feel like we have so much money and then all of a sudden, oh no, you actually can't afford anything. There's like 2 upgrades. Good luck. But we definitely seem to be making quite a good amount of gold here. Definitely can see the increase in the copper chance as well. So everything seems to be coming together to make a decent difference. Yeah, I mean, just look at that. That is nice. I did just realize that with the chest, if we had gotten that, it's 25 times 5,000% that we have. So I really missed out on the chance for a good upgrade there. All right, there we go. Another decent few runs. Probably not going to get us much, but we are 1 level away from another talent, which is going to be very, very nice. Let's get uranium rocks. Let's get more rocks at the start of our run. Let's get more full copper rocks. Increase our pickaxe stats a little bit. Dynamite can spawn rocks. But let's jump in and let's see how the uranium treats us. We've already got a decent amount of full uranium rocks, but there are definitely more rocks staying on the screen for longer now with those upgrades that we got. So that will make a nice little impact to how much damage we're doing, how much money we're making. So instantly, we made 3,300 uranium ore. That seems pretty good. Like, all right, it's enough to slightly increase the chance. Let's increase how many ores we get from the rocks themselves. Let's increase our pickaxe stats. And the level of explosion equals time. All right, and our levels finally take 1,000,000 XP, but we're just making so much. So I do just want to jump out back to upgrades so we can get a talent here. And I think I'm going to get the archaeologist. I don't really care too much about the XP increase. I do just really want improved stats. So I'm going to grab that up. Oh, and that's another achievement. Card collector. Choose 10 talent cards. I was wondering when that was coming through because it had been a while since we got another achievement. The size of our square is just absolutely huge. I don't know what changed. I guess the increase to our pickaxe stats did that, but this feels way bigger. What the hell? Especially when we get the 40% bonus size. Look how many rocks spawn at the start of a run too. I'm very happy with how this is going. Let's max out the uranium spawn chance. Let's max out the copper spawn chance there. We can increase the chance for double ores, but I do think I want to just get plasma balls on another achievement. Beams, explosions, and balls. We still have quite a bit to do, and it is late. I should really stop recording these at like midnight. But we're gonna have a few more runs. Just a couple more runs, because I'm really enjoying this game. Now, I do think I need to move again towards the right to get more gold rocks, and hopefully that will unlock the new ore that we need. So let's just try and save up our 7,068 uranium, and hopefully that won't take too long to get. There we go. We did get another level up to 16,000 of our uranium ore. Yeah, gold chunk spawn chance. More material rocks. Increase all chances by 5% of their current spawn chance. Let's max out the plasma balls, just why not, really? There's no other reasoning. Max out our chance to instantly mine up to 6%. And I feel like we're stocking quite a bit of copper and quite a bit of iron, but we can't really buy anything with it, which has me a bit worried. I'm gonna do just a whole bunch of runs until we get 372,000 gold that we need, because I would just love most of the map to be material rocks because they drop so much more. And there we go. That is all the gold we needed. Increase all by 5%. And we've just unlocked a whole bunch more rocks. Ismium rocks, which unlocks one of these two. I'm going to say painite rocks, which then unlocks iridium rocks. And I think that might be all the rocks that we need to finally work towards finishing this game. Let's get another thing to double the value of ores and XP. I think what I want to do with our uranium, first get this pickaxe. Ooh, uranium fever, which is slightly better. And seeing as we somehow still cannot afford anything, I'm going to do a few runs and we will try and save up 130,000 uranium so we can get Ismium. But then I think I'm going to have to get off because it's late, man. I think we are slightly overloaded on talent points. We are at 15. We only need 11. Every second, there is a 5% chance to spawn 15 lightning beams. Oh, but no, I'm getting this. Rock, no, it's a chest. 25 random ores. That is times by a whole bunch because of our now 6,200% ore value. Oh my god, wait, there's those silver chests. They actually spawn in pretty often. I think that was our second one. So I'm pretty happy with that. I think that was a worthwhile upgrade because we just need ores. So I'm hoping that'll bring in just a bit more income, even if it's not noticeable. I mean, yeah, 10,000 per. That's not too bad. Oh, and there we go. Finally, another artifact. The runestone improves stats of all artifacts by 5%. I'll take it. I mean, it does something at least. Now, with our gold, we are definitely going to get a level of increased ore value. We can increase our pickaxe stats. Our copper can actually increase how long the plasma balls last. Our gold can introduce tiny plasma balls. But we are very close now to hitting the number that we need, that 103,000 uranium. And there we go. That should be everything we need. Yes, 120,000 uranium. That took a long time, but we've done it. Oh my god, wait, it was 130. I thought it was 103,000. All right, well, yes, let's just do a few more runs. And with this, we should finally be done. 139,000 this time, just to play it safe. So let's head to upgrades. Ismium rocks. Thank you very much. I think that's a pretty good sign for me to just go in for one more session, grab up a few of these very bright, shiny blue Ismium rocks, and then I think I'm gonna have to call it a night. Oh, maybe after we just get one more talent though. We almost got 10,000 Ismium in a single run. That was really good in my eyes. Let's also max out the ore value. Every hit from a lightning beam has a 24% chance to spawn a rock, but we do have just enough for a talent. I think we need that because we are actually kind of running out of ores. Either way, that is going to have to be the end for me today. So hopefully we can finish that off tomorrow. I forgot how completely rich and overpowered we were, but I do remember that we just unlocked the Ismium rocks. So I guess there is nothing else to do than to just jump right back into it. And I mean, just look at this. I would love some more drop rate though, because I feel like it still does take us quite a while to like get the amount of ores we need for the upgrades that we need. But it's fine, it's fine. A few more runs, we'll get a few more artifacts, hopefully. Because we're kind of struggling on artifacts, I think. Oh no, we only have 4 to go, but I still feel like we should have come across some of them, at least by now. So I think what I'm going to focus all my money on is upgrading the Ismium rocks. Yeah, I might just do a few runs so we can just get a whole bunch of Ismium so we can max out more Ismium rocks and more full Ismium rocks. Alright, a couple runs later, we have made 35,000 Ismium, which isn't as much as I thought, in all honesty. But I think I want to focus putting our money into the full Ismium rocks. And there we go, that's perfect. Increase the value of ores. But that's very expensive, so I'm not looking forward to that. But we can spend our cobalt here on more XP. And let's just spend some more on the size of the plasma ball. I really do want another artifact. Like, I just feel like we should be getting them more often. But I honestly might just keep doing runs, keep making money until we finally get another artifact. I didn't even notice it, but this was like our second run and we got another artifact, the gold ring. At the end of a session, a 1.2% chance of only using one ore to craft the bar. I actually really like that. And we can spend a bit more iron to increase our gold chance. Definitely want to increase the Ismium chance. We'll actually just max that out. Get more rocks spawning in. We could very, very easily craft our next pickaxe. We only need 225,000 gold and like 19,000 of our Ismium. Yeah, we very easily made that money. So let's head to upgrades. Let's head to the anvil and let's craft our new pickaxe. The Forgeborn. That is an interesting looking pickaxe. But let's increase the plasma ball size. We'll max that out. Oh, there's also an ore value for Ismium. Up 900%. This one's 1800%, which is crazy. Let's just try and finish off this full Ismium rocks. And then all the Ismium we can save for ore value. But this new pickaxe seems to be doing pretty well for us. We're getting 13,000. So I'm actually going to try and just save up the 70,000 Ismium so that we can get the iridium. Oh, and we got another artifact. I have no idea what that one is. It looks like, I don't even know what it's called. Some codex, I think is what they're called. Ancient device. Improves the miners now just a bit faster. Yeah, that's cool. I'm not going to complain with a free buff. I might get this 900% buff just because we can afford it. And it will just help us get the 70,000 Ismium that we need to unlock iridium. It is just really going for a couple of runs and then occasionally just being able to actually afford a couple of upgrades. And the upgrades might not do anything substantial, but over time, the more we get, obviously, you know, we've powered ourselves up pretty nicely. All right, and there we go. That should be our last run. There we go. 75k, a million gold bars. We've got a lot of everything else, but we're feeling pretty good. We can now go and spawn in the iridium rocks. We'll get an increase to our iron chunks. We'll get an increase to our gold chunks. Oh, we can actually increase the time. Let's get 2 levels of that. That should actually help out quite a bit. Increase the plasma ball a little. Every time the lightning beam hits, have a chance to add extra time. I was complaining about that, but I'm so glad we got it now. But anyway, let's just get more XP. I think the best thing we can do now is save up the Ismium so we can obviously max out full Ismium rocks. I thought I already did that. And then use the rest of it to increase the ore value. And then save up iridium so we can increase the iridium rocks. And then eventually save up for painite. But that is crazy expensive. Let's have a look at how much iridium we get. Instant level up though, that is always welcome. I think we should be closing in on another talent point pretty soon, which is very nice. But I am hoping that by the time we get enough to do a bulk of those upgrades, we will have finally gotten one of the last few artifacts that we need. But we do have enough now that we can go and get a couple of upgrades. First upgrade for sure is going to be increasing the value of mined ores, followed by more mining time. Let's spawn more iridium, and then we can start moving to more full iridium rocks. But we can afford a new talent. X marks the spot, higher chance to find artifacts. Yeah, that would have been absolutely lovely to find earlier on. So I think I'm going to get the Zeus's Wrath every second, 5% chance to spawn 15 lightning beams. Oh, and there's that Zeus's Wrath. I think it just clicked in there. We just got so many lightning beams. Actually, I wonder if they're all meant to come down at once, or if this is just us breaking that many rocks that we're pumping through this quickly. All right, another decent little run. Did get us another level up and quite a bit of our Ismium, so we can get another level of the ore value. Let's just get more iridium rocks. We'll max that out. And down here, a chance to trigger a dynamite explosion. That's just going to mean more damage for us. But I do feel like we haven't gotten many of those D100s recently. Like, I know it's definitely helped us out in the past, getting a big 5 times bonus from a mining session. But now with all the new rocks, that 5 times bonus would actually come in clutch. It would save me so many runs. More ore value, more ore value. That is now maxed out. So we are free to spend our Ismium on this more copper rocks when it comes to it. We can get a level of more iridium rocks. And that unlocks full rocks for everything else, but they are so expensive. So let's just get our last level of increasing gold chunks there. You know what? I was going to say I'll do like 5 runs. I'm just going to keep doing runs until something interesting happens, whether that's going to be us finding an artifact, us pulling one of the D100 rolls. Honestly, I don't really know anything else that's too interesting. Yeah, just runs until one of those 2 things happens. Oh my god, that took me like 20 to 25 runs, but we have finally gotten something of interest. An artifact has been found, the meteorite ore. Like, look how much I made. There is so much there. That took me so long. I was like silent for like 10-15 minutes. But here we go. Increases the spawn chance of full material rocks by 3.39% of their current chance. That is actually such a nice increase. But with our money here, let's straight away get increased ores from rocks. We can also get it again here. 12% chance to spawn lightning after lightning. Definitely going to take that. And we can get 2 levels here of increasing our value up to 15,000%. We can also max out the plasma balls there. We can increase our chance to spawn pickaxes, increase the chance for iron rocks to spawn, increase the chance for copper rocks to spawn. And honestly, I thought I'd get more upgrades from that. But what I should have checked is the anvil. If we get 176,000 Ismium, we can craft another pickaxe and skip this one. And honestly, might be possible. But hopefully now with these increased chances and the increased value, we should be able to work towards the 930,000 we need to get Painite. Especially if we get a little bit of luck and we hit a few of those D100 rolls along the way. But based on this, we're only making 25k per, which means it's going to take us like 40 rounds. Going to be very rough, so I'm just going to do a few runs then and just pray that eventually something changes and we can just get a whole bunch of Painite. Alright, well that was a few decent runs. So I want to head to the upgrades just because there might be something cool we can get. Like this, increasing the rock mine spawn chance. Yeah, let's max that out. Get more copper rock spawning in. And let's get a chance to mine a random rock and max out our iron rock spawn chance. We can also get another talent. And I think I'm going to get It's a Sign because we're sort of just cruising through the regular stuff. 6% chance to double the ores. It gives us like 5k every time. That's like so good. It is a very nice addition to the team. But I do think we have just one more artifact to go. So I am very much hoping that we can get that soon. Because we need to start getting some achievements. I feel like it's been a while since we got any, so that's sort of scaring me just a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if that was just like good upgrades that we got along the way, or if that was complete luck, but we got 5 million gold ore, almost a million iron, like we made so much in a single run. I don't know where that came from, but it did just remind me that I obviously need to get more ore value, but if I head to the anvil, I can craft a new pickaxe. And we have the Crimson Sovereign, which actually looks pretty sick. But let's see how this new pickaxe treats us. Oh, it's such a nice color. I'm not really noticing the size or the extra strength. I'm sort of just looking at the color. I'm like, oh, it's new. I like it. It's a little bit fancy. But either way, it's a nice little change of scenery compared to what we've, been seeing so much. Oh my god, wait. I just looked at the top of the screen and we finally, I think that's the last artifact that we needed. Oh my god, I'm so relieved. Mainly because I think that's another achievement and I needed that little bit of dopamine to push me through the holy cheese for another achievement. Master Archaeologist, find all artifacts. That is beautiful. So what does that do for us? Every pickaxe hit has a 0.23% chance to drop an ore. Doesn't sound good, but we are hitting things so often. It's actually going to do so much. Let's get ore value maxed out. We can buy more gold rocks, receive extra talent points, get more ores from rocks. But now our next goal, I did have a quick little peek while I was checking the achievements, is to hit level 80, and we are level 78, about to like instantly hit level 79. So this should only take a couple of runs and we should get ourselves another achievement nice and quick. But this should very soon be level 80. There it is for another achievement. Keep on leveling, reach level 80. We are making some good moves. We could increase our gold spawn chance. We definitely need that because we want to start working on this 8 million ore value. We can also get a new pickaxe, which is lovely, the gem cutter. So hopefully we should be tearing through things just that much quicker. So we just have to keep going. The sooner we get painite, the sooner we can start working on those final few upgrades that are just going to absolutely send us ahead. And there we go. With that, we have finally hit the 930k that we needed. We can come over here, spawn painite rocks for another achievement, which I didn't even know was here. All materials unlocked, unlock all different material rocks. That is so relieving. Another upgrade here to increase our ore value by 1,800%. I'm pretty sure if I'm doing the maths correct. More XP as well. So let's jump in and let's see what these painite rocks look like. Look, I'm gonna be honest, they sort of just blend in with the iridium. They're just like a slightly like deeper red compared to like the more pinkish red of the iridium, but they're not a very obvious difference, but we are making quite a good amount of them already. There we go. 78,000 in a single run seems pretty good. I'm instantly going to go and get more ore value up to 22,000%, but we can get explosion equals lightning. Every dynamite explosion has a chance to spawn lightning beam. It just looks like I'm just gonna have to keep doing a bunch of runs. I really just love how all these upgrades start to sort of like synergize together and they make us very overpowered. Oh my god, and another achievement. I don't know what that one was. Mine a lot of rocks, mine more than 200,000 rocks. We're still missing this craft everything, craft 100 million bars. I feel though that we are very close and we did hit 8.3 mil, which does mean we can come over. It's 8.37. That's fine. The mine is going to do it for us. That's another increase to our ore value, which is going to help us out quite a bit. Now we can go ahead and upgrade 2 levels of more painite rocks. Should help us out. We can also use our iridium to increase how many ores we get from the rocks. And did we unlock a new talent? Yes, we did. Oh, should I get higher chance to find artifacts? Yeah, thanks. I'm going to get every second you have 7% chance to drink an energy drink. Now there is just one little thought I had. While this game looks absolutely crystal clear to me at this stage, and probably for like the last however long 2 hours I've been playing, all the stuff that's going on the screen, YouTube is probably not going to like it a lot. So if the quality is bad, I do apologize. I mean, there's not much I can do. I wish there was a way to say, yeah, I want a higher bitrate, but no, they don't let me. And that's another achievement though. Craft everything, craft 100 million bars. We've finally done it. We only have 5 more achievements to go. And after crafting 100 million bars, collecting 500 million ores doesn't seem too far away. Get a level of more full painite rocks, which unlocked this absolutely huge big rock, the 930,000 painite. You can now mine the big rock. I'm guessing that's going to be the end of the game. Let's spend our iridium, 1 rock every 0.2 seconds to get another level of our ore value. And we can afford an increase to our mining area size, but this Ismium takes so long to get. Oh, but that did unlock double pickaxe power, which we can get 2 levels of. And this increase to the rock spawn rate has drastically increased the amount of money we're making. Like, look at this, 200,000 painite in a single run. It's just absolutely insane. I'm just gonna do another run real quick so we can have enough gold to increase our ore value. But there is like pretty much constantly rocks covering the entire screen, which is just beautiful. There we go. Let's head back. Is this our final level? Yes, it is. Final level of ore value purchased. Get another one of that painite. All right, so now our Painites are fully maxed out on their spawn chance. Let's get more ores from rocks with our iridium. Let's increase our mining area and max out our double pickaxe power. Yeah, we are very close to finishing this skill tree. So I think it is time now for me to just sit back, relax, and just absolutely destroy this mining area. Just a whole bunch of times over until we make $1 billion and we're really rich, and then we can try and work on finishing the game. I have no idea what happened there, but my game is like completely freezing. Am I like too strong? What is happening? But let's just head to the upgrades while we hope that my computer isn't about to blow up in my face. And yeah, we got a lot, like almost 1 million of everything. Let's get double trouble just to increase the double chance. Let's get trigger chance to increase all their spawn chance by 15%. Get a few levels of plasma ball damage up to 200%. A level of increased mining area. And that was surprisingly less than what I had expected us to be able to buy. And there we go. Finally, another achievement. More ore. Collect 500 million ores. Honestly, did not take as long as I thought it would after getting the 100 million bars. But still, I think that it's time now to head to upgrades. We'll get a level of the bigger mining area. Get 2 levels of more rocks. We will get a level of the plasma ball explosion and the tiny plasma pickaxe. So this side is completely done now. Let's head to the anvil. We can very easily afford to craft up the next pickaxe, which is the King's Companion. We've also got some levels here for improved pickaxe. Increases the pickaxe stats by 7%. So we just got it up by 14%. And this new pickaxe looks so nice, and I feel like I can just move so quickly through everything on the screen. Like, look at this. If you can see more than like 1 pixel. This is brilliant. Oh my god, and that is such a nice way to start our mining session again. With a 100 roll, we hit a 5 times multiplier. Just look at how much we have of everything now. Just means a free trip to the upgrade. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, we can just skip right ahead and get the next pickaxe already. The crusher for another achievement. Then we craft all pickaxes except the final one. I don't know how we craft that. We can increase the pickaxe stats as well, up to 190%, and max out the mining area. Now we have this whole left-hand side completely done. We can also get 3 levels, so an up to 40% chance to double ore and XP. Oh, and what about this one? It only takes 2 ores to craft a bar, which is now going to give us 50% more bars every single run. We actually can get another talent. Let's just get some flowers spawning. I don't really know the point of that, but I think we're sort of closing in on how many talents we have left in the pool. We've maxed out everything in the skill tree. The last thing we need is a big rock, but we still have 4 achievements. So let's just hope that the game doesn't reset and we can go mine the big rock. But all that aside, finally have enough for the big rock. So let's grab it. That is another achievement. Everything purchased. Purchase every single skill tree upgrade. Well, we have the money. There is our 100% completion. But it doesn't count until we get it on Steam with these last 2 achievements. I'm going to mine the big rock. I don't care. Let's just hover over the big rock. Oh, this thing is breaking quick. We are doing some decent damage considering the size of this rock. There we go. We got 3 gems. And this is how we get the last pickaxe. The diamond pickaxe has now been crafted. Wow, what a throwback. I mean, out of everything, the diamond pickaxe had to be last. And that's another achievement. Beat the game. You mined the big rock, but we're still missing 1. What is this one that we're missing? So we now have our option. What would you like to do next? Keep on mining or exit the game? We are going to keep on mining. We are not finished yet. We need to figure out how the hell we get this done. All right, but let's equip. Oh, okay, that was it. We just had to equip the diamond pickaxe for our last achievement. We are done with keep on mining, but I feel like it would be a crime to not go and at least test out the diamond pickaxe. Yeah, this thing just absolutely brutalizes the map. Yeah, I wish I got this earlier, but I think we can finally end the session. 100%, both confirmed in-game and by Steam. But that was Keep On Mining. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.